Hey guys, patch is live. I was streaming last night, and one of the viewers used their channel points, and then another would have donated to have me do Overexplain games, where I explain every little detail of what I'm thinking about in the plays, down to I have lethal, so I'm going to put their life down to 0, or I'm going to play a one drop on one because I can only play it on one and I want to play things very just not assuming you know anything. This is very beginner friendly. Playing Highlander Hunter, slightly different from the list that I posted in my last video. The other list is good too, but I use this list. Don't worry about the little nitty gritty of the list. Look, it's all about the gameplay and explaining. So hope you like it. I'm just going in a lot of detail, and here you go. Over-explained game. All right, Highlander. We will be over-explaining this. So, first of all, playing against a Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is very fast on board. I'm not even sure if Stormhammer is a keep here. We really need one drops, especially on coin. We're at a massive disadvantage already, and the game hasn't even started. Yeah, Stormhammer is too slow. I wonder if Unleash the Hounds is ever a keep. Doesn't look like it. So, we really, if we don't have a good start here, we're losing. Demon Hunter as Highlander Hunter is a very tough matchup. This is pretty bad. Like, I'd say we're about 10% to win just from this mulligan. Alarm you, but there's a cube right behind you. He looks hungry. Oh no. Okay. Our odds just went way up. No one drop. That's huge. Oh, we can go coin imprisoned here. So now I have to decide if we want to go coin imprisoned into Corrosive Breath next turn. I think I'm going to take the risk here. A likely card here next turn is Bone Chewer Brawl. I don't know. I don't know if Mink's playing. I think Mink is playing Tempo Demon Hunter, but I'm not sure. So if he goes Bone Chewer Brawl, our Corrosive Breath is really good here. Wow. So no turn 2 play. That's very surprising. So maybe he's playing Control Demon Hunter. So we should probably consider that. I'd say there's about 60% chance he's playing Control Demon Hunter right now. But still, a lot of times they just had a bad start. Okay. The odds just went up even higher, but they didn't keep any cards. So, yeah, it's probably Control Demon Hunter here. But alright, I think I'm going to prefer Zixor here. But just because we have this this Diving Griffin in hand. So, there's a case for... Okay. Look, no Control Demon Hunter. What a horrible hand. Oh my god, their hand is so bad. Not speak for a good 5 minutes. So this is what I meant. Even though it looked like Control Demon Hunter, Mick just had a horrendously bad hand there, which is good for us, but bad for Mick. All right, so we have the option of going Evasive Feywing to save the Dragonbane. But the problem with going Evasive Failing is we have multiple Dragon Synergy cards in our hand here. So I think we just go Dragonbane here. We trade, and we set up for plays for next turn. This is very... though it's likely this gets killed, but we do have easy ways to kill it with if they do... their likely plays next turn are... What's the 5-mana 6/4? Yeah, so they're doing that. But we have Diving Griffin ready to go here. So this is no big deal. Part of me doesn't like doing the Diving Griffin here because we draw a Faceless Corruptor, but I think this is fine. We don't need the value. We're so ahead here. Mick had such a horrible start this game. So thank you, Board Certified. I can't do this all the time. I'll go crazy. So this is a point where... So they're using their life as a resource. In certain matchups, this doesn't matter. But when we're playing against Hunter, where we can just burn them down, we're in a spot where we just need to start hitting them in the face. And even if they win board, we're probably winning this game. Okay, this is an interesting spot. So it's the thing of, do we hero power here or not? We're trying to set up lethal as fast as we can. Because we could go Snake Trap here. So we want to be thinking about like how likely if they hit into this, they're dead. So we could hero power, we put them down to 5 health. And that's with the Corrosive Breath is almost always killing them. So I think it's right to hero power over Snake Trap. This is just very hard for them to deal with. They can't even I-beam this. So it's like they have to I-beam their own minion here in order to survive. So this is just like with Snake Trap, maybe they could do something weird like Altruist, I-Beam, but I just don't think they're going to be able to do that here. And I think we're always winning here from this point.
It's time for a little blood.
YouTube series of Overexplain games. It's 30,000 points. 403 attempts to get there. Sometimes people get annoyed with the Overexplain games, not gonna lie. So alright, and this is when your opponent, you put it down to 0 life, you win the game. So we're gonna do that. Ah, that's where you should go wrong. I know, it's people forget about it, you know?
Nothing but a bunch of big bears!
Okay, this is an interesting spot. Do we coin out a 3-drop here? I might. Though it puts a lot more pressure on. I think I'm going to. I'm going to coin out this Diving Griffin because we could get Zixor here, which would be nice. Yep. Overexplained games would attract newer players, deck players. It probably would. Bro, you have to play Mana Saver. Do I? But I missed your answer. Still weakening Bone Wraith in the list. I'm not sure. Not gonna lie. It seems okay. I'm kind of just adjusting lists, but it just the reality of over-explaining is exhausting. I can't do it all stream. So it's like that's why, you know, if you guys put the 30,000 points. I also could do a donation factor. So I got the idea. I don't know if you guys, this is a Warcraft 3 streamer. You guys know who Grubby is. Big fan of his work. But he does Overexplain games where he explains everything. And that's just like, it's like people give him like a $20 donation. And he does an Overexplain game. So I'm not as big as Grubby, so maybe I'd do $5. But I could do that. So if you donate $5 and you say Overexplain, you can get that without having the 50,000 points. I'd be down for that. Okay, this is... I do kind of really want to kill this. We could go Scale Rider here. Actually, Scale Rider Fairy Dragon is real good. I don't know why I didn't even do. Why I wasn't just immediately doing that. Not Overexplained Priest games. That's true. Dude, Overexplained Priest game is $50. But that's just gonna go right back to where I pay my therapist. So I just had to keep explaining that, I don't know, for over and over. And certain things like Warrior can be really, the turns are so complex sometimes that it can be tough. Don't know what, he's really low in value here. I wonder if he has Galakron in hand, he's in an okay spot, but... This turn is $5. Charge for turn, yeah. If it's a fast warrior game, priest game. Coming for gifted subs. Yeah, you could do gifted subs, but you need to. So, I get $2.50 from a sub effectively. So you have to do two gifted subs for that. But yeah, you could do that. I'd be down with that. Time box it. Oh, you could do something like that too. Yeah. This is awkward as hell. They're in a good spot here. It's really annoying to be honest. I think we want to always kill this Vile Weaver though. There's just a big risk of them. Wait, they just went I don't know.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Overexplain
Tony.
for the next hour, please.
For the next hour, was this $20? Wait, like my freaking. All right, thank you so much for the $25 donation, Tony. Thank you so much. We are over explaining for the next hour. This is basically like me coaching everyone. So thank you so much for the donation. So you're basically been coaching for everyone. So okay, we're over explaining for the next hour. I'm willing. Are you still streaming tonight at 8 p.m. Central? Possibly not. So here's a spot where even though like we're not putting a lot of pressure on our opponent, so our best bet to win here is through just controlling the board and making them run out of value.
And this is
Oh my god. Pocket Aces, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs for the channel. We have a lot of over explaining to do, so. Alright, so we got like an hour and a half. Oh, that's like
this is to go even further.
Alright, so we're gonna control the board here. We don't like trading into the assignment here, even though it's the biggest threat, because it doesn't value trade. So we want to get as many value trades here as possible. We're behind here, so we want to be a spot. Frank Shadow. Alright. Husby. Oh, thank you so much, Pocket Aces.
And this
All aboard the sub train. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. And thank you, Frank Plays Sand Shadow for the Twitch Prime.
and this
Can't play new card in Messenger, I know. So right now we're in a spot where we're behind, but we could easily get on board here and start spiraling. Priest often is using all their best plays, so they might have 5 awkward cards here. I'm trying to get. It's a really good exercise to guess what cards they have in hand here. Okay, Galakron makes sense here. So Galakron makes this a lot tougher. We really need some power cards like.
this is to go even further beyond.
Face Stalker is a horrible top deck here. I think it's probably game losing because now our Scavenger Ingenuity is worthless. This honestly was the worst top deck we could possibly get here. It's very sad for me. So I think I want to prioritize board here. So I'm gonna go Dragonbane Face Stalker here because it gives us a chance that this doesn't go face. But so we're trying to prioritize board here. This also getting this Face Stalker out gets it's less the secret value, as in getting rid of the secrets from our deck. So we're more likely to draw our power-up cards quickly. We need to be swinging the board quickly here, and because the longer the game goes, the better the priest is off. New cards in Master Tour. You have to. There's probably good reason to just like they don't want to put some wacky card in. That it could even have bugs too. So they put in some new card. They could have bugs, and then Blizzard looks really stupid. So like it's a really weird card, so I could totally see it having a bug eventually, and they just want to test it out. Okay.
We are all bound to fate.
All right. Here's a spot. Same thing. We want to be keeping the pressure going. So we're gonna Hero Power first, and probably go to the big old whelp here. We want to pull out the freezing trap. We want this to hit one of these. Ideally the 4/5. Okay, we got it. That's nice. So we're in a really, it's an awkward spot actually, because the freezing trap on this allows them to discount their hand again. but I think it's probably not worth trading here. Oh, we just got the Storm Hammer. That's really good. Now, actually, I think we trade this off. We don't want this getting back in their hand, and because it's just a lot of tempo. And now we're in a spot where we can win this game. We're having continuous pressure here, and they will have a hard time getting bored. And they've usually if we just keep playing things here, we're in a really good spot. Oh god. Oh god. Never mind, dude. We're dead. Alright, actually, we still have Zephyr in our deck. Maybe we could get like a Zephyr Bloodlust shenanigans here. But they get a whole nother Zixor here, which is a fantastic card in this matchup. We're in a lot of trouble, guys. So I think we're in a spot where we need to be trying to set up like a 2-turn lethal here, which is tough because we have nothing. This is so bad. So this is a spot where we can never play around Apotheosis here. We need to play around getting lethal, but I'm trying to think about ways we can 2-turn lethal here. I'm gonna start off with this. I think this is just over. We can just concede. Like, there's no top deck. Even like Dragon Queen, maybe. Maybe Dragon Queen could win the game. No, but Dragon Queen with 1-mana cards can't even save us here. So, okay. Another Demon Hunter game. So Demon Hunter is fast on board. Both these cards are insanely good. It does think having 2/2 drops. I'm considering keeping tracking here. I'm not sure if it's right because it's very unlikely we get a 1-drop here. So tracking might just be better. Excepting because we're always keeping both of these cards here. I think I'm going to. We have a very low probability, and I'd rather just have tracking on 1 to get a good 3-drop. We could hit something like Desert Spear here. How good is Questlock now? I haven't seen anyone play it, so maybe it's not that good. Who knows? Okay, so here's a spot where we have to decide. Unleash the Hounds is probably the best here. Scavenger's Ingenuity is a little slow. So Scavenger's Ingenuity, we hit a Zixor, but it's a little slow. We already have turn 2 plays. Unleash the Hounds can be very reactive, so I think we take that. Okay, so this is a spot we always have the trouble, like, do we go Zephyr Backstab here? We could do something like that. I think we still go the Prison Felmaw here. Especially one nice thing about Prison Felmaw is if we were to do some sort of Unleash play, like if they went wide with... they played something like Umberwing next turn, Unleash is really good. So I think that's the play here. We might play some Questlock later, or some Galakron Warlock. So a lot of times this is Umberwing. I feel I don't think he has Beaming Sidekick. I think he would prefer to play Beaming Sidekick on this Battle Fiend over the Blazing Battle Mage there. I could be wrong. So sometimes this is a hand reading thing. If you think the opponent had a better play with a card, do we have a date for the new expansion? I'm not sure we do. Okay. This is kind of an awkward turn. I would love like a weapon here would be like fantastic, but we don't. We wish. So we have to decide: do we want to go Unleash the Hounds here? I don't think we do. I think Zephyr is not that good here. We could do like Zephyr Backstab, but we could do Zephyr the 1-mana card, which is an interesting choice, and it might be right. We're in a spot where we don't really mind being overflowed. Zephyr is not that good against the potential Satyr plays, so this does slow down their momentum a lot. And then next turn we probably go Corrosive Breath on a minion. I might just do that. It seems like solid.
Your wish is my suggestion.
See if we hit the... nice. Without secret package, early ingenuity is stronger. Yeah. It's hard to say. I think you're overvaluing because the slowness. Like you'd rather just curve out and do high tempo plays most of the time. So a lot of what I'm trying to think is what they're going to do next turn, and turn is often awkward next turn here. Bone True Brawler. Oh, that's really good. I did not expect this. I thought they would have gone Bone True Brawler last turn. This is a really strong play by Bloodyface because now if we hit here, it kind of screws us. We're kind of screwed in a lot of situations here, and it's like, do we want to go Corrosive Breath on this? Possibly. I probably do, just because we just want to spend our mana, even though this doesn't kill it. So we're in a spot now where if we stabilize and we get to late game, Virenus Unleash the Hounds becomes a really powerful combo, but it's hard to get to that spot. Oh, this is a very rough spot here, guys, because, oh god. We don't have a good way to killing this. This is a very, very tough spot. One thing is nice, we don't have to worry about Warglaives next turn. I might go Face Stalker Hero Power. It makes things a little awkward. If we get Snake Trap, we can use that to control board next turn, potentially. Bone Wreath is actually very good tempo here. So we got to think also about what our next turn is. What I like about Face Stalker Hero Power here is if we get the Snake Trap and they don't kill the snakes, we can go Virenus next turn. So I think we do this. If they go wider, it makes our Unleash the Hounds better, which is nice. We got Freezing Trap. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's been really good. We're 11-4. That's really good. 73% win rate, guys. So. Alright, so now we're in a really awkward spot mana-wise. There's a case for actually going Virenus next turn, but like, it's just very awkward. Bone True Brawl actually improves things a lot, because now we can trade off 2 of these and go Bone True Brawl. I think that's the play. So we know they have a Bone True Brawl for 4 mana and a random card, which could be something like Skull, could be something like... What I don't like about this is it allows it the value trade and goes face, so it's a little tough. I don't think Virenus is an option here. We're just going to die way too likely. Bone Wreath is kind of an option. The more I talk about it, I think it's just got to be Unleash. We actually could go double face here. It's a legit option, but I don't think it's right because they could double trade here. I don't know. It's actually a very legit option there to give us Faceless Corruptor outs. It might be right because our next turn is so awkward. The problem is if he reads us correctly, and Bloodyface is a good hand reader. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is just like what we're talking about. We're just losing here. So this is what I mean. This is just a very... this is why... Oh, so this is really good. This is excellent top deck. This keeps us in the game. Now we can kill both of these. We have some board. The problem is it's like... How do you feel having 50 more minutes of explanation? I mean, I'm getting paid... So it's okay, you know.
Do you see what must be done?
Hey, I got you, friend.
Ooh. Hydrate. I know, right? Actually, I will probably get some water after this. Alright, so this is a spot where I think we have to go for Huffer here. And hope to hit Huffer. See if we hit Huffer. We did not. We could easily just be dead here. But we know he has a Bone True Brawler in hand, so he has an awkward hand here. Okay, Volpair is fantastic here. You get paid per... Tony donated $25, so that's like an hour of explaining. And then... So... Alright, we're in a spot actually, right now, I think... Let's see what they got here. Oh, they just got the lethal. They got there. That was rough. So I think RBG's might be playing Control Demon Hunter, but I'm always keeping Fairy Dragon here anyways. So I would keep it against Control Demon Hunter and Tempo Demon Hunter. I don't think we can. Hey, Lorinda. Alright, so we don't have a 1-drop, so we can't do any plays, so we end our turn here. Alright, so this is actually a very interesting situation. I think you could consider Zephyr Wild Growth, but it's actually a very bad play here. We have tons of early low curve. Zephyr can be a great finisher or heal, so we'd much rather just play Fairy Dragon here and curve out. Undo fatigue. Alright, well, thank you, Petrucker. We wait till the hour is done, and I will, but yeah, it's, So, Lenko, if you're there, could you change the title to Overexplain Games? I want people to know what we're doing right now. Hunter Druid Legendary. It looks good. Now, like, it's one of those things, there's so many potentials for it, but I don't know what's actually going to happen. But it looks good. Alright, so this is a really awkward spot. We have the option of trading here with the 3-2, but it doesn't really do anything. This can't even be targeted. Desert Spear, if this were Stormhammer, it'd always be playing and trading into here, but it isn't. This is actually a very awkward board. I'm considering between Animal Companion, Desert Spear, and Primordial Explorer. I might end up going Primordial Explorer because it's awkward for this minion, though they're probably just trading into the 3-2. But yeah, definitely a very awkward spot for us here. So Animal Companion, if you get Huffer, in theory, it looks good, but they're often healing here, so I think just steady pressure long term is probably the best bet here. Alright, so this is an interesting spot. Twilight Drake is a really good play for next turn, so I'm really torn. But Alex Straza also could be really good because if they're going for a kill or they heal up. That being said, the more I look at it, I think just Twilight Drake for next turn is too good. So I'm going to take the Twilight Drake. Though Alex Straza would be really valuable in this matchup. I think it's better just to have the early minion pressure here. So they were able to do that and kill our Fairy Dragon, but they had to use a resource there, so I think this is fine. This isn't Priest. Alright, so now we're just going to go to the Twilight Drake. Just keep playing on curve, just keep putting threats. So Demon Hunter's scale, so how much slower you... It's a turn slower. It's hard to really quantify yet. I think, because a lot of times I'd actually play Dragon Queen and hold the minions anyways with a lot of stuff. Because a lot of times, like if you're behind, I feel Dragon Queen's a lot worse. But if you're ahead, it's not that big a deal. That's kind of my opinion there. So we have the option of Zephyr removing this. I don't think it's worth it at all here. I think we just want to keep playing tempo plays. And keep putting the pressure on. So we actually have the potential of just outvaluing this Demon Hunter. So another thing is we could have done something like Animal Companion, but this is a high tempo, high value, and like getting like a hero power in there is very low value. So no other play really made sense here. Big ol' Lump is clearly the best play. So now it's an option where Zephyr weapon removal is a little bit more attractive here. I don't think it is, mainly because it's off curve. So I think I'd rather go Animal Companion Desert Spear. This takes care of that. It sets up for Viernus plays, and just puts steady pressure on our opponent. So I really like that play. So we're in a spot though, really. So it's good to get that weapon in, because so remember Demon Hunter scales. So like a lot of times the Blade Dance deals damage to 3 minions. So this is still a really good Blade Dance potentially, but there comes a point where if we have a better play, like we maybe draw cards because we don't. There's not that much point of going wider here. Soul Cleave's insanely good here. But it looks like they still have to hit here, so not the end of the world. We don't actually have a good play here, response. I think we probably go, we could go Dwarven Sharpshooter now. So I'm debating between going Viernus. Viernus is not that valuable in this matchup, except against, what's his name? Megatherodon. I think it's unlikely they have Megatherodon in this spot, and we always can go Zephyr here. So what's nice about Viernus is a lot more pressure. We could do something like Dwarven Sharpshooter, Bone Wraith, but I think I prefer the Viernus just because it's just more pressure here. Or Megatherodon, yeah. I just make up my own name. It's like a Megatron, Megatherodon. So I could go face here, but I think with the lifesteal weapon, I'm better off just trading and getting the 1/1 here. Though it might actually, I need to be considering my life here, because he might start hitting me in the face here. But I think this is right here. So also what's nice is he's in an awkward spot here where problem with Megatherodon here is unless he has like it's hard for him to clear it the same turn, and the problem with not clearing it the same turn. So this is an interesting spot. We could go something like Zephyr, but I think Zephyr for like Tyrion is more valuable. Going like Savannah Hymen isn't that great here, though it might be the right play. Savannah Hymen is a lot of tempo here. I'm considering it. Thing is, we're probably going Dragon Queen next turn, and Zephyr Tyrion is really strong because it's 15 damage. Doomhammer, you're bright. I might give you Doom. Well, like, is Doomhammer that good here? Because we want to go Dragon Queen next turn. I don't think it would give. I think it would give Hymen here. For 6 mana. I'm almost 100% sure. Yeah, I don't think it will either. I think I'm just gonna go Bone Wraith here and Hero Power here. Yeah, I could use the weapon hit though if I was trying to get that, but I don't think it's worth it here. This seems good enough. Oh wow, okay. So this might have actually. So another thing that thinks about this play now is we could have gone Zephyr. What's his name? Ooh, this is an interesting spot. Because we can push like a crap ton of damage here with Dragonbane and then remove this weapon. We're actually in danger here. I'm not gonna lie. That he might just have like a lethal next turn. So I kind of like killing off this Warglaze here. This is a very tough turn because the problem is we're just so like often dead, and this Dragonbane is fantastic here. So I'm very torn. What's also nice is like then we can use Unleash the Hounds as a potential finisher the next turn. So Unleash the Hounds is yeah, I'm not sure if I like that. because I'm worried about dying here. I'm not gonna lie. So I think I'm gonna do this. We can get the 1 mana weapon removal here. It might give us a Pyroblast though, but I think I just want to remove this. He didn't give us that. Okay. All right. Well, this is awkward. Perfect card. I know, right? I'm at 11 health. Like, I don't know why they don't think this is like they have 11 health and they have a 3 mana weapon. This is a dangerous spot. You just can't rely on Zephyr anymore, you know? We're just dead, right? Wait, 1 off lethal here? There's another second slice here? Yeah, thanks, Zephyr. But he can read weapon removal and he can read how much life we're at, so that was.
Veranda.
Give me strength.
Let the hunt begin.
Okay, so this is an interesting spot. I'm not sure if we keep Zixor here. I'm gonna look at some stats against Priest. I think we always keep the 2/3. The 2/3 is really nice because not only is it 2-drop, but it cycles through our deck. Zixor in theory is on curve, but I think it's not really worth it. It could die to, it could even get owned by if they're running the 3 mana card. What is it? Tracking is interesting, but I think I'd rather just look for a 1-drop here. Often we don't even want to go tracking on one when we have Face Stalker in hand because we want to get secrets. So I think I'm going to throw away these two and just keep Face Stalker here. All right, well, this is a curve. So we're going to play 1-drops on 1 here. You want to play tempo. You want to overwhelm your opponent with pressure before they can get to their good stuff later on. So you play your 1-drop on 1. This is what you guys signed up for. This is over-explaining. So next turn, there's actually an interesting case for going Hero Power this turn. And here's why. So the reason to go Hero Power this turn is it allows them to not penance this Face Stalker here. And the more I'm talking about it, the more I think it might be right. Cycling through our deck can actually be quite valuable. But at the same time, just putting pressure on is... what I also like about Hero Powering this turn is... but I still just think it's probably just Face Stalker here. It might be really fancy play syndrome to not play it here. But it could be nice to like Hero Power here and then go Animal Companion on 3. And then I'm gonna do it, but there's a very strong case for just going Hero Power on 2, and I could be wrong here because of the penance play. Because now the thing that's awkward is yeah. I didn't do it, but I thought about it. So now we could go Diving Griffin here, but it's generally bad. Animal Companion is better. If I had a dragon in hand, like I would probably go Stormhammer, but I think without it, I think Animal Companion is just better here. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's one of those like I really considered it. But I mean the default plan against Priest is you just play stuff, and you just keep playing stuff. But so let me go Thought Steal here. So now we have a Fairy Dragon. I think this is a fantastic board to go Stormhammer because this is dealing 5 damage a turn. So it's just kind of awkward for them. Often they might want to do something like a removal turn here. And we don't want to go Diving Griffin. There's nothing to rush into. We don't use Fairy Dragon because this gives us another charge on our Stormhammer. I'm always hitting here. A lot of priest run weapon removal. This seems very strong. One of the reasons also is like if I don't play the 2/3, they probably might penance the 1/1 here. But then the reality is then we have less pressure. And this is dealing 2 now 3 damage a turn, and that stacks up. So there was a case for it. If we had any other 2-drop, I would probably which we don't have that many of. Okay, ooh, that's a little frustrating. Okay, so here's a spot. We have a real nice way to smooth out our curve here. I think we always want to kill this 2/1 just because we just don't want to give them easy plays to do. We hear part of this. I technically should start thinking about positioning. Sometimes it matters on wide boards against Priest for Soulmare, but usually it doesn't with Highlander Hunter. But theoretically, you want your big things on the right and your little things on the left. It's really nice. Why no slam anymore? I wasn't playing enough priest. You could run. Oh, this is I think they forgot about this. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. Ooh. So I think I want to just keep this pressure going. And going Rottenness Drake, even though it doesn't kill anything, allows us to get a weapon hit in, and just keeps that pressure going. It does lose the Soul Mirror here. We also could go Diving Griffin Hero Power here. That's a reasonable play as well. We don't get the weapon hit, but we do draw a card, so we draw a play for next turn potentially. So that's a nice advantage. But I think it's Rottenness Drake here. If they don't have Soul Mirror, it's so bad for them here. Always trade here. Not killing Vile Weavers is horrible. It's felt fine. A little bit slower. It feels way worse from behind, but when from ahead, it feels just fine. When you're just like your opponent's playing defensive, it's not a big deal. So, slam, I'm not sure about. It's just like one of those. It crushes Priest, but I don't know. Got crushed by a Demon Hunter with the old list that I put, and I wanted to play something that was better against Demon Hunter. And there's no warrior out right now, which is kind of surprising. It's like just 0 warrior. I'm wondering if warrior's dead. So they have to do this. Ooh. All right, we got Perennial Explorer here. I think this is much. So there's a case for going Siamit, but I'd rather just keep pushing damage and use Siamit to trade. This allows us to get another weapon charge. Gives us sets up a place for next turn. So let's see what we get here. This is interesting. This is very interesting. So I think we want to get the hero power in because that just sets up lethal and makes things awkward for them, forces to hit this. But Twilight and Ysir, these are all pretty good. Ysir gives us more value. Onyxia is a full board. I think it's Onyxia here because that could just be another just full board play. We also don't prefer to go multiple dragons here. Just putting and getting the hero power here is valuable. Ysir there's a tempting case for Ysir as well, but I think just getting Onyxia down seems really strong. So I think I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna hero power their face. This sets up lethal, so now they're at a spot where they have to clear this while getting a hero power in. It's very hard for them to get an Apotheosis in unless they're running like Rusted Raider here. Which most people aren't anymore. Prison Biofiend is kind of better.
The future is clear. Your demise be made.
There's probably a game. Oh, they can go. Okay, keeps them in the game here. They know our hand too. Ooh, ooze. Oh, that's frustrating. All right, well, this is interesting. This is a very weird spot. This is a very weird spot, guys, because we could be vulnerable to apotheosis plays. There's a lot that could happen here. I think we actually go Diving Griffin here, because it can give us Zixor trades into these, and also what's always if we get Faceless, it's really good. So I think we're gonna go Diving Griffin here. So now we can full trade these off and just. I think we prefer here. We could, so we always do this. I think. So we'll always do this. We could consider hero powering this, but I think getting the 2 damage here just really forces their hand. Because now the problem is they always have to heal here, and that seems better than having 3 health on this. We have a Faceless Corruptor as well, so if we got Faceless, we go that, and then we go Faceless on the Dwarven and double trade.
It is finished.
Okay.
You win.
Exactly. All right, so this is Mick. We played Mick earlier. Mick was playing Tempo Demon Hunter, even though he had a bad start. So we always are keeping Zephyr here. We're never keeping Brand. Brand is way too slow against Demon Hunter, in my opinion. Like the game is, even though stats say it's okay, it's interesting. I just feel like it's wrong. That's interesting that Demon Brand is actually okay. I'm gonna look at another list. Oh. I kind of like being able to go Coin Zephyr into Fairy Dragon here, though. So I'm gonna keep both of these. Unleash, I don't think is good enough. It's not, but the thing is, we already have these good cards, so there's a case. I'm much happier having this Desert Spear here. Desert Spear is fantastic in this matchup. So, wow. Okay, so this is an interesting spot. I still kind of like going Coin Zephyr Backstab here, because it just kind of just gets the immediate board presence, and then allows us to dictate the pace. I'd much prefer this on a Battle Fiend, but I like this. We could go Coin Fairy Dragon. That's another option. But I think just when they have a horrible start like this, I like just getting the immediate board presence here. Wow, actually, a Powered Shield might be better here. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I changed my mind, chat. This seems better than Backstab. It's 1 net health. I didn't think about this, but you learned something. It's not a spot where this doesn't really get punished, I don't think. And Zephyr's just a 2-mana 3/4. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's true. Double Twin Slice would kill this. But that's not that big a deal. We just go Fairy Dragon. I thought this was a likely play for next turn. Okay, so we always go Fairy Dragon here. I think it's just the most net tempo. We could do something like Corrosive Breath, but I think Fairy Dragon just more net tempo. Corrosive Breath is more versatile and bigger minions too. We're very likely going Desert Spear, but the next turn, even it's probably better than Scale Rider. Though Scale Rider might be good against it, like might be right against Satyr. I'm not sure. Totem Golem, I know, right? So we got early on board here, and this is like just you need this to beat. Oh, he top decked it. That's interesting. I thought he already had it in his hand. So this is an interesting thing. When they don't go attack the last turn, it's a little weird. Okay, so this is a spot. I'm debating between Desert Spear and Scale Rider here. Scale Rider is more board tempo, but Desert Spear kind of gives us that long-term value because it's much more versatile. but we might not have a good scale right turn for a while, so it's awkward. I still let's think. So we want to think whether they might do something like the frozen guy next turn. Oh, they had the frozen guy. I think that's the case for going Desert Spear here, because it actually baits the frozen guy, and then we have a great corrosive breath to follow up. So I think one of the things I don't like about going Desert Spear or getting is we might be at a spot where we want to go face a Fey Wing, and we can't because we need the dragon synergy. But I think getting Desert Spear down, I think this is Final Fantasy V, is better here. And we would love them to go Frozen Shadow Weaver here, because we just go Imprison Felmaw into Corrosive Breath, and that's just really strong. Takes out that, gets this, removes whatever they have. Yep, baited it out. Ooh, oh, owned. Oh, that's so bad. I did not see that coming. Alright, well now, I thought I was the high IQ one, but it looks like Mick is the high IQ here. This off top tick is actually fantastic. We can't this, but now we can clear this off next turn. So next turn we can do all these and probably clear board. I know, right? It was 5 head. Wow, he's so. I wonder why he's using both second slices here and not getting hero power value. That is very surprising. I would always be doing hero power here unless they like. I feel like he's trying to set up lethal here. He probably has like Metamorphosis in hand. Okay. Ooh, this is Unleash the Hounds is really good here. I think. I'm trying to think if it's better than Scale Rider, but I think it is. We're not going to get another chance necessarily to get a good Unleash the Hounds. I feel like we need to be protecting our life total at all costs here if we can. So I'm always going Unleash the Hounds here. So I'm gonna start off with that. I'm gonna trade here, make the play a little bit easier. I think we're always doing this. So I need to think about, do I want to absorb damage for a 1/1 here? I think we don't. Yeah, I think it's worth it to not absorb the damage here. So at 9 health, Metamorphosis could be 2-turn lethal with weapon hero. So I think I prefer saving a health here. I think it's some of these songs are used in multiple Final Fantasy games, so maybe I should have. I don't know. This is a weird spot. I like. Okay, they have Skull here. Interesting. He's just trying to play as fast as possible, it seems like here.
Is it cold in
Ooh, that's rough. Don't have a good play here, to be honest. It's actually probably good for us. This is awkward. I like having the Rottenness Drake to kill things, but I also like going the face of Fey Wing. But it does die to. This is such an awkward spot. I think problem is we don't have any fast lethals here, so I think I'm just gonna go Scale Rider Hero Power here. That way, if they do something like the 6/4 here, we can Rottenness it off.
Maybe.
So he's an awkward spot of, does he hero power this off? I don't think he does. It's just yeah, so I mean, he's got 2-turn lethal guaranteed here, and I don't have any counterplay here. Oh, he's just wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's game. There's no counterplay here. Is there a Dragonbane like lethal here? 9. So that's why Demon Hunter is hard, guys. We literally had everything there, and we still couldn't beat him. Alright, so all these cards are trash. Don't keep tracking. You'd rather have a 1-drop. Scale Rider's trash. Scale Rider, you need to have a dragon. It's good reactive, so it's actually probably even better on coin, but still not good enough. You'd rather just have better things. Alright, we have Battle Mage on 1. That's real nice.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
Yeah, that's true. But here's a big problem. So, I mean, if Priest goes down, but if so this is rough. So now we don't really have any plays. So there's not much to talk about here. So we're in a spot. We do have this Rottenness here, which is nice. We probably want to be right now. We're in a spot where we haven't drawn a 3-drop. I don't count Unleash the Hounds, and that's really bad. I might actually go. Okay, so this is good. So we can go Primordial Explorer, and there's a chance. I'm wondering if we ever hit this off to increase the chance of hitting the Primordial, but I don't think we do. I don't think it's quite worth it. We could go Unleash Trade, but I don't think that's ever right. So I think we don't need that much card value here. We have a good hand. So I think Dragonmaw Skulker is a lot of tempo. I think that's better. We already have a turn 5 play. So we're really hoping this hits the 2-3 here. If it hits this, it's a little awkward for us. Oh, that's really lucky. We hit our 1 and 3. Shadow of Death Rogue. Nice. Alright, this is an awkward spot. I think we want to go... so Unleash the Hounds can be really good later. Especially if we trigger Snake Trap, which they're likely to pull out. We could go something like Phase Stalker Hero Power here, but like getting Freezing Trap does nothing. Snake Trap's not anything special here. So I think this is good. This is a taunt. This is annoying. We don't have to attack with this. This gives us... makes our life total a lot safer here. If I knew this was Snake Trap, I would have a great play here every time. But I don't, so this is a really awkward spot of what we do. Freezing Trap is really bad here. Really bad. I think we actually do our own Phase Stalker here. This is really tough, because like Rottenness on this 5-4 is insane here. What's nice about getting Phase Stalker here, if it is we get Snake Trap, then we can use the snakes to proc. So I think we're going to do this here. We got Snake Trap. We're not going to attack here. And they have to be afraid of Freezing Trap themselves here. So sometimes they're going to trade one of these 2/2s in first before their 5/4, even though they would like to trade the 5/4 in here. So this makes things really awkward for them as well. So they have to take a risk. If they... What's the world coming to? I know, right? So see here, they would love to trade this, but they had this, so they played around the Freezing Trap, but they kind of got screwed here. I wonder if it's ever right to just trade the 5/4, but our secrets in Highlander are so important. I don't think they're necessarily mutually exclusive, but I just like the secret package. Like you could just cut something for the Grand Slam in this deck if you wanted it. You could like Faceless Corruptor, put in a Grand Slam in if you want. All right, so here's a spot where we know they have Freezing and Snake. So this is a fantastic Unleash the Hounds here. It's not gonna get much better than this. Wait, what? Oh, I got confused, guys. Okay, it's alright, so they have Explosive Trap. So opponents sometimes run this card Explosive Trap. It's kind of bullcrap, but they do run it, so alright. So I have to think. Alright, so I'm gonna trigger the Explosive Trap here, and then I'm gonna go Unleash and Bone Shrewer here. This kills off the 2/5 ones. I could consider trading here, but I think it's better just to hit face. Than Demon Hunters. Yeah, it makes sense. Ooh, this is really bad. We probably have to go Rodness now. We could go. The problem is, oh wait, oh they can't trade. This is actually not so bad. Because we're guaranteed to hit on one of these. So this is an interesting spot. I think. So I'm trying to think cards. If we got something like I feel like Stormhammer would be really good here. A Dino Tamer Brand we could just use next turn potentially. So I think I'm gonna go tracking here. Look for something good. Ooh, Faceless Corruptor is actually pretty good here. We have the 1/1 on board. It kills both of these. I think I prefer that to Radnus here.
And this is to go.
Ridgy Didge, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. All aboard the sub train. Thank you so much, Ridgy Didge. Oh, for some reason my game is off kilter. Let me see if I can fix that. There we go. So what's nice is they did the first one, so now we can do the second one. This is a good play, guys. We're playing Rodness. It kills their Rodness. It's very efficient. We do this. We could hero power here, but with the Varanus in hand, I like developing the 1/1 here because it could potentially kill something very efficiently. Oh, sorry. Hot Rodness on Rodness action. So the Aug Merchants are really good. Shadow Weaver is good too. Okay. We could go Dragon Queen here, but I think Varanus Desert Spirit just clears this really cleanly. I think it's slightly better than Dragon Queen. It does, and they can't go Dragon Queen Hyrule here because Dragon Queen's the whole turn delayed now. So this is a very tough spot for them. They really realistically need like some sort of Zephyr into like Shadowward Ruin play, but we follow up with our own Dragon Queen here. So it's a very good spot for us to be in.
Masterful.
Yeah, there are multiple builds. So I think I like the. I'm curious what builds don't run secrets. I thought they all did, to be honest.
Watch your back.
Let the hunt begin.
All right, so we mulliganed our hand because we didn't have 1-drops. We want 1-drops and 2-drops. So next turn we have this awkward spot where we could consider going Scavenger's Ingenuity or Bone Chewer Brawl. It's actually a very tough spot because Scavenger's Ingenuity could give us Zixor Prime here. Bone Chewer Brawler, what's nice is it trades over this. They don't have Backstab. Both are very legit options. If we got the problem is I think with Scavenger's Ingenuity, if we get Zixor, it's really good. But if we get Face Stalker or we get the Charge, it's really bad. So because of those, I think I'm gonna go Bone Chewer Brawler. What about the version for your YouTube video? I adjusted it after playing a little bit on ladder. But that video looks good too. Works too. I mean, I think you guys are. The little nitpickies are more like, am I playing a lot of Demon Hunter? Or am I playing a lot of Priest? Because of both. So they did go the Coin Seal Fade here. This is a good play. Alright, so this is, now that we got, I think this is awkward. We could go Scavenger's Annuity. I actually kind of like going this because we always get Zixor here. And then we can use that to get that. So even though this is a really bad tempo play, it's a very good long-term value play. So we could do something like this. We can get our Zixor down, and then we can guaranteed We have a good chance of Scattered Ingenuiting it, which seems really strong. Alright, so I'm going to go Bone Wraith here. It's just a high tempo play. Uses all our mana. We could go Scattered Ingenuity Fairy Dragon and draw Phase Stalker, but I think this is better. Yeah, the previous list is good too. If I'm not actually facing that much priest anymore, so got the good board. Student is cheat, right? Nah, it's a transfer student, so it's fun. All right, so this is a spot where Faceless is actually kind of tempting, but I think we're better off just doing Zixor plus Imprison. That's high tempo. Getting the Zixor killed is really good because then we can go Scavengers. So I think I want to kill this too. And we're gonna go Prison Fall. This is just high tempo plays. Hero power is bad. Fairy Dragon. One is I don't like it right here is this is more tempo long term, even though Fairy Dragon is more immediate impact. Okay, so this is a huge threat. We need to deal with this threat as quickly as possible. We might even have to kill off our own Zixor, which is horrible, but it might be a tough decision that we have to make here. Yeah, so this is a really rough spot. We pretty much have to kill our Zixor here. It's sad, but unless we get a top deck of 1-drop here, which we didn't, like leaving this questing here is just suicide. So we have to do this. What do you think about Kill Command? It's all right. I think it's actually unless you're playing like, decks like Quest Warlock, like it's Kill Command's horrible against Priest. I think you'd rather just have more tempo plays. Warlock could be good against like anything, but Prime dies to Flick anyways. That's a good point. Okay, so this is an interesting spot. We have a lot of options here. This Cartouch Defender is actually very annoying here. It's very well placed, where we can't. It's just dealing. I think we could go Brand here. Brand seems like trash. So I think we're just gonna go Siamet, trade this off, and cry. We could go Scavenger Junie, draw a Face Stalker, get a Freezing Trap out. That seems really bad. So I think we also actually could go Divine Shield Wind Fury here. It's a reasonable play here. But I think I'm still going to just go Rush Divine Shield. They can trade the 1/1 there. It seems like, I think this is great. Yeah. Interesting, tough, awkward. 3 spot him to it. Yeah, that's a good point, Abigail. Like, awkward is not necessarily bad. It's just like, you know, like think of an awkward moment you have with someone. You know, it's not necessarily like bad versus someone like it's just kind of like, oh, what do we do with this? You know. Alright, so J Alex has a lot of tempo like value here. Okay, we just drew Dragon Queen, so we're gonna like this is a interesting spot. Because it's just like, what do we do here? We could just go on the pressure. We could also go like Scavenger Ingenuity, draw Face Stalker. Because we might not like we might top deck those cards, and I feel like we have to go the long game here, to be honest. I don't like giving them Greyheart Sage. Like these cards are all cards that are really bad for Freezing Trap, which I'm not a fan of. I think, yeah, I think the more I talk about it, I think we just go Dino Tamer Brain here, push face, make him react. Flick is really good here, but like I try to think. Okay, this is rough. Alright, I don't think we can afford to do anything but Dragon Queen here. Oh wow. That's oh wow. Wow, we just got Unleash the Hounds here. We could just push so much damage here. I don't even know if that's, I don't know if that's what we do here though. I kind of want to go Dragon Queen here. Unleash is really good. Like if we get Zephyr here, we could just always have a lethal. Oh, this is so tough. This is a tough spot. Like what to do, you know? Like it's a good, like it's good to have Unleash here. Don't get me wrong. I should have gone Scavengers, so I'm just putting all face here. I think this is best. I shouldn't have gone Snake Trap there, to be honest. This looks like, I don't know. Dogs versus tentacles. Yeah, I think Scavenger Ingenuity was better there. This is okay. If we get Zephyr, we're probably winning this game. Okay. So we could go Scavenger's Ingenuity here. Ooh. So he doesn't have 2-turn lethal here, I don't think. Dragon Queen can give us a lot of good stuff here. So like we could get like the 6-mana one. So I think we go Dragon Queen here. We're not dead here. Scavenger Ingenuity kind of sucks here. We really just want Zephyr. Oh wow. Did we just Deathwing here? We wait a turn to Deathwing. Alright, YOLO guys.
I bring life.
Ooh. That's a lucky top deck. Alright, we don't have lethal here. Man, Rodness would be so good if we had another dragon. Alright, I think we just play the Rodness here. YOLO. Alright, so we just want to do max tempo here. We're going to play this. We're just going to go for the kill. This makes it a little more difficult for them to Galakrond to safety here. They need Galakrond here. I don't think... Oh, Shadow Step. Oh, God. Wow, we're doing this again. Oh, God. Maybe... no, Evasive would have been the same here. Okay, this is... oh. Hopefully no Taunt Lackey here. Okay, so they probably don't have Taunt Lackey here ever. So we can do that read. Alright, so we're going to go Big Old Whelp first. This gives us the opportunity to see what we get. We have a lot of top decks for lethal, and that is one of them. YOLO. That was quite the game.